G'day mates, and welcome back to the Unreal World. It's been a little bit of time since we were last here, but we are back and we are ready to go and do something. We'll do something. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do today. I just thought I'd fire it up because I had a few brief moments to do some recording, and I haven't really had time to plan out my my episode like I typically tend to do. So I thought we'd just fire up and I don't know, walk around and have a look what we got. Ooh, too close to the shore. Okay, can't zoom out. What I was thinking, a whimper from the north. Okay. Let's have a look what we can find. There's something up here. Let's see if I can zoom out. It's a little bunny rabbit, but it's running away. So let's have a quick... is it F3? Yes, it is. My F3 key seems to be a bit dodgy. It's a hare, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. It's just running around. Oops, clear that. Seems to be just running around. What's it doing? Is it... Okay, it's found me. It's running away. So it's just sitting there and doing its own thing. I probably missed a chance to shoot at it with my bow. That chance is long gone. Okay, it's interesting. So there are hares still running around here. There's a another caparelli thingy, one of those birds running around here. There's a few different things in this area. So hopefully these snares, loop snares here, will catch something in the near future. They might be a little bit close to my other animal here, but we'll see what happens. I don't know exactly whether that has an effect or not. Maybe that hare will come back. Either way, what I was planning... Oh, shit, I've forgotten how many I'd set up here. I've picked up my bow and a couple of arrows, and I figured what we'd do today... Wrong button. And I figured what we'd do today is go out and just have a quick look, see if we can find any animals, because we're in sort of early, this is the first month of summer, I think. So there is definitely a lot more wildlife coming out. So I'm hoping to find more... Oh, what did I put up there? That's a village. Hoping to find more seals and things like that. And animals and stuff that I can hunt. So we're going to head up this way. And I figured we'd also stop on this cave here. Sort of check out a couple of them here and there. Now they're going to be pretty dark inside. So I need to be... Let's not climb that. Okay, I did climb it. And let's have a quick look. What do we got here? Oops, it's a stone. I don't want to pick up a stone. Drop that one. Let's have a look at what we got here. We have... some kind of slimy grass. When are they growing? Not ripe yet, we don't know. Okay, where's the entrance to this cave? Oh, here it is to my right. Nope, it's not an entrance. Let's try down here. Now, you can occasionally find bears in here, I think. Looks like there is nothing in here. So far. Now I do know you can find things like treasure and stuff. I wonder if that only happens if you've got a mission or something. Either way, let's climb back out. Please don't fall. Well, that was a fairly uninteresting cave. Caves are an interesting place to live, though. I think they're temperature regulated a little bit, so they work almost like a house, and they do count as indoors, is my understanding. Either way, that was nothing particularly interesting. We could live there. Once I become more mobile, I think I will actually start to live in caves and things like that. We're also very hot. Let's have a quick drink. What I'm thinking of doing is not very well planned, but that is sort of typical fashion for me. I don't tend to plan things out too much. What I'm actually going to do is drop off all some of that clothing that we had last time. It's far too heavy for us. So I'm going to take off the... I'm going to take off the trousers. I'm going to take off the fur footwear because we've already got leather shoes on. Take those off and I will drop them Okay, I'll drop those there, and I think we're actually going to have a quick nap before we go any further. So let's just have a sleep. Grab a little bit of food. Now I do know we've got some stuff up in the town that I made many, many months ago. No, I don't want to cancel. I'll pick all those up. Excellent. Ah, look at that. It's beautiful. I'm glad we came back. What have we got here? Let's examine. Nope. Let's eat. Let's just look to the left. An escaping small black grouse. Except it's not escaping. Let's kick this thing in the head. Hit it in the wing. Let's try that again. Okay, it's fallen unconscious. We're now going to kick this thing in the head and crush its skull. Beautiful. Excellent stuff. Now, how do I pick stuff up? I can't even remember all the different commands. It's been so long since I played. And I apply this loop snare back there, and hopefully we can catch something more again. That's brilliant. A little bit of extra food. I'm going to... no, don't go to the water. I'm going to just drop this one here, and we will skin it. Small black grouse. Hopefully it's not too badly damaged. Because I kicked it, it's blood. And it shouldn't have actually damaged the carcass at all. So we're going to do some hide working, and we're going to skin this animal here. Decent black grouse skin. Excellent. I do love getting good quality leather. Got some food as well. A bit of fat. What I'm actually going to do is tan the skin off camera. You guys have seen this enough. And then once I've used up all the fat and everything, I will be able to head back up north again. Okay, I'm back, and we have yet another thing caught in our trap just here. So, I guess I'll just keep tanning until eventually things stop coming this way. Okay, I'm back again, and this just seems non-stop. I've just been doing the rounds, and I've found what appears to be a carcass over here. This may have been... I thought I saw something up there for a second. This may have been killed by a fox or something like that. It doesn't appear to be... I don't know, it was in a loop snare, and it's been there for so long that it has, in the end, died. That's incredible news. So, these loop snares are really actually coming into their own now that summer has come on. So I'm going to keep doing the rounds. I'm going to keep looking for anything else that I may have captured. But I'm going to do this on camera now just because there's been so much wildlife. Knowing in typical fashion, it's probably going to be nothing left now. But I don't even remember. Did I go down further south? Not sure. Probably shouldn't have gone too far beyond the line of sight. Just have a quick peek around here. There's another feather over there. I can use that most likely for arrows and things like that. No, it doesn't appear to be anything else over here. I need to get this carcass again chopped up. So I finished the hare, and now I'm on to yet another carcass of some sort. But I need to put anything over here further. I thought I did. Nope, guess not. Well, I need to get this done because I don't know how long that body's been there for. Obviously long enough for it to starve to death. So, or be killed by another little... Cough me, is just my animal. Something's been killing them, possibly. But then it would have likely eaten it and destroyed the carcass. So, looks like I'm just getting a little bit of extra stuff. So, I'll be back again. That was a fairly uneventful little circuit. Alrighty, after all that, we appear to be ready. There is nothing else that I can see that should be stopping us from moving on and doing our thing. So it is late at night. We've got enough food to keep us going for a while. And we're going to rush north to the coastline. Ooh, I hope there's no wolves out. I did hear something in the distance. I do believe you can get attacked by wolves. And a pack of them can take you down. So in that case, I should probably I'll wield the bow, and I will wield one arrow in the other hand. So I've got an arrow ready to go. Getting a little bit hungry. Let's keep eating out. Getting old roasted fat now. And of course the bland roasted cuts and other things like that. We need to sort of get through our food quite quickly. Let's get to this mountain and have a quick look around. Doesn't appear to be anything near here. I really don't know how to find seals. So I've never actually done this before, which is sort of why I wanted to do it. So I'm going to travel this way and just sort of see what we find if I run into any wildlife. No idea. Really got no idea what I'm looking for. I don't know even if I have to be zoomed in to find them or not. So I'm just going to... I don't know, let's just walk along and see what happens. Okay, looks like we have found what appears to be some human-shaped figures. I don't know if they're going to be aggressive or not. So what I'm going to do is just... if I'm resting here, they're not coming for me. Time is currently morning. So let's go in. The foreign traders. Okay, nothing too dangerous. Let's just have a chat to them. How do I do this? Chat. Oh, let's close chat. Here we go. G'day there. I'm Inari. Who are you? Daggold. What are you doing? Oh, how are you doing? Quite alright. I'm Inari. Ask for directions. They don't know. Okay. How about we trade? Let's see what I can trade from you. Weapons are average because my trident I think is a far better weapon. Long mail hauberk. Now that is, yeah, it's like a mail Wow, so it's like those really big things you see sometimes in those medieval cavalry might be wearing a hauberk or something similar. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Yeah, there we go. Mounted use. There we go. Skirt usually split. Interesting stuff. 30 pounds though, that is very, very heavy, and there's no doubt in my mind that I just do not have the ability to actually trade with these people sufficiently to get something made of metal like that. The forearm guards. These guys are fairly well equipped. He's not so much, but this guy... interesting. It'd be awesome to... oh, look at that. Small bronze brooch. Habergeon, fur mittens. Fine broadsword. Huh. Very nice stuff they got here. Unfortunately, none of it will be for my taking. So I'm just going to get out of here because there's nothing else that I can do. So let's keep moving on and see if we can find anything interesting. Okay, I've stumbled upon a little village. I thought we'd just pop in and have a look, see what we can find here. See if these people are... G'day, housewife. Who are you? How's it going? I'm Inari. Can you... give me anything? No, nothing interesting that they can give me. I wonder if there's any quests around. I do vaguely recall some time back that I heard from a quest in the other... shaman. Excellent. We're actually going to talk to him because... oh, I have to be closer. We are going to greet him. G'day. Who are you? G'day, Timo. How's it going? Oh, been worse. Okay. I'm Inari. I would like to... how do I learn... I have a sneaking suspicion that this game has had a patch or something, because some things are a little different. Something is a little different. How do I get to the ritual screen? It's not Alt I. Okay, they've changed things around. Rituals are totally different by the looks of things. This one used to be red in the previous episode. I haven't visited a shaman, so you used to have to... you'd get the inspiration for one if you were looking after the gods or something. You would get the inspiration for one, which is... would make it appear on the list, but it would be red, and you had to go to a shaman and be taught how to do it. The name is also different. The Bear Skull Rite and making foxes to come at the bait. Terrible English, but it's definitely different to what it used to be. It used to be catch a fox or something similar. So, I wonder what's different. Nature always present. Spells. Every character knows some spells. Making F4, list of known spells. Doesn't make magic happen. Throw 3 rocks at a spruce tree. Yep. Okay. It's my phone in the background. I have an email come in. Nothing interesting. So, this is really weird. So it's different. So as far as I can tell, the patches come through, or something's come through, and by... spells about making foxes come to bank by following given instructions by using the common game mechanics and actions. Okay, sounds like the not I, it's F4. Sounds like it's changed how this spell stuff went, and rituals I used to call it. Now they're called spells and magic, which I don't think I like the sound of as much. It sounds a little bit too magic-y and gamey. But now, effectively what happens here, I don't just... So the green one I click and it'll allow me to then select a piece of something. For example, let's do one of these bland roasted elk cuts. I now put it on the side, and I've now put that up as sacrifice. It's disappeared from the game world. It has effectively been deleted, but the spirits now are much happier with me. This one here, and all the yellow ones, I effectively need to read the description and then do the correct thing to make them happen, so to speak. So for example, this one here, if I kill a bear, I then need to take the skull and somehow place it in a big lone pine tree. So a pine tree not touching anything else, I imagine, not any other trees. And I don't know, I suppose I just drop it or push it on top of the pine tree and leave it there. And maybe something will pop up and tell me I've done it correctly. I'm not sure. This one here, I suppose if I bait a fox trap around sunset, then I will get a bonus. So half of this big walk was almost a sort of wasted effort on my part. I was hoping to actually find a shaman to teach me my spell, but apparently the game has been patched in the meantime, and I know my spell already. Small rough trident, small trident, nothing there, just food in this house. What else have we got around here? Looks like there are no other houses around here. This is a very, very poor village with a single kota. Oh no, here we go, there's a couple more kotas up here. What have we got? Seal fur, a small brooch. Brooches are good because they're a small, lightweight way to carry a lot of value. If I could convert a whole bunch of meat into a brooch won't go bad. How do I get inside this kota? Oh, there we go, there's the entrance. I can use the brooch to effectively carry all that value in a very small amount of weight and space. Not particularly interesting in this village. I am sort of at a loss of what to do then. I don't know what to do anymore. I need to get away from these people. Stop following me. What are these here? Blueberry shrubs. Can we eat them yet? Not yet, after many months. That's an autumn thing. Blueberries, which probably may... Oh, what have we got here? What have we got here? A wild beehive. So there are bees in this area. That is incredible. This is part of a mod. I think it's the mead mod, or one of the ones here. So wild beehive, which is edible. You can eat the honeycomb directly. Increases physical activity and appetite. So it does have a medical effect of some sort. Makes you, I guess, more alert, and it makes your hunger bar increase quicker without actually affecting your nutrition at all. Oh, that's weird. So you can boiled separately or boiled. I don't know what that means. When you boil it, why the hell does beehive have a psychedelic effect to it? I'm not sure. But if you're very, very sick as well, if you're malnourished and stuff, and you start taking starvation damage, you can use the beehive. You can boil it, and it'll help to restore your normal. It'll reduce your starvation meter quicker than just eating and waiting for normal. If you eat, get lots of energy, and then take this beehive. But it's not ready just yet. There's also, it says there is still more to learn. So there are other things that this beehive can do, but this is what my character knows. So I can experiment with it and begin to harvest it over time. But this one is not just ready at the moment. That is interesting. So there are beehives up here. They're fairly rare. I think there's 1 or 2 per map tile is my understanding of how that mod works. So there might rarely be another one here, but they're pretty hard to find. But you can make mead from them. So it's something I would like to do at some point in the future. Either way, there doesn't seem to be a huge amount of stuff out here. I'm thinking I'm actually going to spend the night at the village, just because there is not a lot else for me to do. If I can find this village again. Where is the village? There we go. What we'll do is we'll sleep in... Oh, there's a tiny little kota here. We'll sleep in this kota here. And hopefully nobody will bother us. This can be the guest kota. But I think while we're at it... No, nothing to eat and drink. We'll have something to eat quickly. And I'm well fed, so that will do for now. I think this is where we're going to call this episode. So I will have a quick nap here. And then I'll join you guys next time. So make sure to smash that thumbs up button if you do indeed enjoy the content. If not, thumbs down button is there waiting for you. But at the very least, drop a comment or let me know what you think I can do to improve. And for those of you with a little bit more guidance and ideas of what I could be doing, yeah, drop a comment. Let me know. At this point, I am just wandering around, which sort of is the mid-game crunch I tend to hit with this. If I'm not building anything, it's very much just going through the motions of keeping my character alive. And at this stage, there is nothing at all that would stop me from living a very, very comfortable but somewhat boring life, just running around, living off my traps. So there really is no incentive to move at this stage, but we'll see what happens anyway. I'd like to travel around, visit a couple of other cultures, so maybe we'll do that next episode or in the coming few episodes when we eventually manage to get back to our little camp. I think I'll load up my reindeer with whatever I can fit on, and we'll do a runner. Take care, guys. I'll see you around.